Good afternoon. My name is Major Racine Robertson. I am from the West Point graduating class of the year 2000 and so happy to be here at Super Reunion 2 here in Orlando, Florida. Well, first of all, I'll state that I hailed from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I will say that I had no idea of the potential to attend West Point even when I was a junior and senior in college. I found myself successful academically and at a college fair, looking to pursue higher education opportunities, and was approached by a minority admissions officer from West Point who enlightened me on the many opportunities available. And what attracted me was the opportunity to not just be challenged academically, but to also be challenged physically and to have that leadership experience. I felt as though going to West Point would be a continuance of history being made, since only 20 years prior to my attending, the first class of female graduates entered the academy. Well, right off the bat, the first thing that actually pops to my mind is swimming and just being an African American female. Now, I do know how to swim, but the schedule is so rigorous. So things that people don't normally think of, like just maintaining your hair in a professional appearance while having to swim and then run to classes and then do your military instruction and tactics. That rigorous schedule was one of my main challenges I experienced at the academy. But what has happened is I've become an expert multitasker from that experience. Another one of my challenges is, again, I wasn't quite aware of West Point and all the opportunities, and so I didn't know any grads prior. I think one of the great things about Super Reunion is there's a chance for older grads to cultivate the youth that are considering West Point, some of the current cadets in West Point and the other academies, and some of the junior officers, and share their experiences. Those experiences would have been beneficial to me when I was a cadet. Well, Super Reunion 1, of course, was in D.C., and I missed the Super Reunion, but I remember hearing about it, heard so many phenomenal experiences and things about that reunion. So when I received emails on a distribution list we have at West Point of minority graduates, it piqued my interest. And then one of my classmates, Tyrone Sims, he was an active planner with the Super Reunion, and he invited me down to serve as a guest MC for the tribute luncheon. And so then I became involved with Mr. and Mrs. Hall working on the luncheon, and it's just been phenomenal, eye-opening experience, and the history we saw today, it just really touched my heart. It's been amazing. I will say I even met a young female from Philadelphia who's an Air Force Academy senior, and her story, where her family still doesn't even understand the magnitude of what she's doing at the Air Force Academy. So then I look at some of the young people. We had, I believe, over 300 young people here on the first day of Super Reunion, and just seeing them get fired up and excited about science, technology, engineering, and math, and seeing them get excited about the academy, and just seeing, you know, African Americans and other minorities, Hispanics, in uniform, and to know that that is something that's possible for them. It's not a negative, it's a positive, and it's just something that they can shoot for to attend one of these 5 service academies. In the future, I'd like to see pretty much all of the minority graduates in attendance, and boy, would that rock the house. I mean, there are so many of us all over the world doing tremendous things, and to capture all of those stories would just be phenomenal. And we can do it. We can do it. We'll continue building in Super Reunion 3 and beyond. We'll capture more grads.